Well, it's officially Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend and stay warm. It's a little bit chilly here at the house, so I figured it'd be a good time to open up some mail. I only got 4 packages here today, and this one interesting pink bubble wrap package, so I'm not sure what's in there. So, yeah, it's going to be a little interesting one. Stick around. Okay, so this first one comes to us from Sparta, Tennessee. Never heard of that town before. Let's open this up and see what we got in here. All right. Go ahead and get this out of the envelope here. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. This is the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, here a few weeks ago, right before Christmas, the family and I went up to Memphis for about a week or so and spent a couple days up there and stayed at the Memphis Peabody Hotel. Very interesting hotel. It was built in the 20s or 30s, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually the second Peabody. The first one burnt down. Anyways, this postcard has a date of 1946 on it there, so pretty old postcard here. Yeah, if you ever heard the Peabody Ducks, this is where they are at. We actually got to see the Ducks 2 or 3 times, 4 times throughout our time there. Very classic, but modern type hotel. It has a lot of classic influences in it, and a lot of the stuff has not changed since then. So, yeah, when I got back, I started, looking at postcards and stuff, and this is one of the ones I came across, and it wasn't very bad priced. And like I said, I like the postcards that have a date on them. It kind of tells you, more about when the postcard was made and the picture was taken, that sort of thing. The next one comes to me from Mansfield, Ohio. I don't know where that's at either. Kind of a thicker envelope. I'm not going to use the knife on it here. I might have to, just to break this tape here. Still haven't found my box blade. Haven't really looked for it either, though. Yeah, this looks... whatever's in here is protected pretty well, looks like. There's like a couple cards in here, too. Enough talking. Let's get some action here. All right. There's like a little Hallmark card. All right. This is a bunch of them. I don't remember ordering a bunch at one time, but obviously I did. Let's take a look here. Aerial view of the famous Singing River, Pascagoula, Mississippi. Postmarked 1945. Another one of those postmark cards that I like. Some people don't like them postmarked. I do. Like I said before, I like you can date the card in the picture. This Singing River, there was I can't think of the name. The Pascagoula Indians, if I'm not mistaken. The next couple towns over, present day, there was the Biloxi Indians, and they were not a very friendly Indian tribe. The Pascagoula Indians, if I'm not mistaken, that was their name. They were, pretty friendly, just, hunting, fishing type thing. They minded their own business. Well, the Biloxi Indians didn't like them, and they were coming to get them type thing, and they just basically committed suicide by walking off into the Pascagoula River singing the whole way. That's what's called the Singing River. There is urban legends where you can go down to the river at night on a quiet night and still hear the Indians singing. I haven't experienced it myself, but it's just one of those urban legends. Okay, this postcard is marked 1944, Hernando, Mississippi. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my listings. I don't remember buying this or why I would buy this. I mean, it's from Mississippi, obviously. Hernando. I can't think of the town where it's at. So yeah, don't know much about it. All I know is from 1945. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it, and if I find out where this came from and why I got it, I'll put a little caveat here at the bottom of the screen. This might have been a whole lot of cards that I got. A lot of cards for like one price type thing. Lagoon in Highland Park in Meridian, Mississippi. Now, I've been to Meridian a couple times. Never been to that park though, so I don't know what it is now or its current condition. Looks like postmarked 1942, so a lot of these cards are from the early 40s. And greetings from Mississippi. I always like those postcards that have the letters like that. It has little scenes in each letter. Pretty neat. You don't see that a whole lot anymore. And this one is from 1940. An 83-year-old card, 82, 83-year-old card. A little steamship right there. Longfellow House, Pascagoula, Mississippi. Now, I'm 99% sure I already have this card. But again, it's postmarked 1945 there, as you can see. Long story short, it was owned by a bunch of different people. Some famous people. It's supposedly haunted. It's a Civil War era house. The indentured servants, let's just say, they weren't treated very well in the top floors of the house. Supposedly it's haunted. Supposedly there's blood in the walls that they can't even paint over. They paint over, it still comes back. It may be one of those urban legends. I've never been in the house. Now it's privately owned. South Mississippi Infirmary and Nurses Home in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hattiesburg's not too far away. 1940. I'm going to guess this is probably not there anymore. Like I said, I really don't know. If I find out any information after this, I will put it here at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, this looks like a bunch of cards I got from Mississippi card lot, probably what it was. This was back in September, so I'm going to dig a little bit. All right, Hercules Powder Company plant in Hattiesburg. Haven't heard of that either. It's probably something else or shut down. Kind of interesting industrial factory type thing there. And that was postmarked from 1940 as well. I wonder if they got the same. Yeah, all of them had the same. Yeah, they look like they all had the same person that they were sent to with that same name. Huh. So probably this person got sent these cards and they just wanted to get rid of them. Somebody else can join them. Yacht Club and Civic Center in Gulfport, Mississippi. This is not there, not in that form. If it is, it's across the highway. Anything Hurricane Camille, Katrina. I'm sure there's some other ones beforehand that tore all this up. And this card is from 1945. So this is must have been a lot, what they call a lot, not, yeah, it's like a group of cards I must have gotten for very reasonable prices. Some of these cards I wouldn't have bought, maybe that, but for some reason it's not my thing. But that's probably where it came from, and probably got a really good deal. And I had to take a look, and if I find any more information about the cards, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. The next envelope comes to us from Umpteen Postcards in Clearwater, Florida. I've been to Clearwater before. It's a very beautiful part of Florida. Very underrated how beautiful it is. It kind of gets overlooked, I think, but go ahead and use that. Slice that right there. Well, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. Yep, it's Monday. This is Helen, Georgia. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, Alpine Village of Helen, Georgia. Main Street. This is, looking at the cars, 70s, maybe early 80s. Just guessing. There's no postmark on it. Kind of funny. It was printed in Switzerland. That's interesting. Helen, Georgia is a Bavarian German town. Long story short, their main source of income, the industry closed down, dried up sort of thing. They needed a way to bring people into the community for taxes and everything like that. And some World War II vets decided, hey, when we were in Germany, we saw this. It was interesting. Let's try this. They started making it where all the buildings in town were, like this style right here. Current day, it's still like this. We actually made a trip here a while back to Helen, Georgia. Had a great time during Oktoberfest, actually. And now these buildings, there's probably some of these buildings that are the same way. They might have been changed the colors, but the parking on Main Street is not like that anymore. It's more curbs, more sidewalks, because the area is a lot more popular with tourists and stuff around October and Christmas. We're going to try to go back there for Christmas in about, maybe not this year, probably next year. We'll probably go that way. Very interesting little town, though. It's very quaint. During Oktoberfest, I talked to a guy, and he said there's about 500 permanent residents, and on any given weekend during Oktoberfest, there's anywhere between 12 to 15,000 people in town. So you can just imagine how packed this little town gets. This is probably about a third or a quarter of the town. Keeps on going back that way. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is not here right now. The road, actually, you can see right here, this is blocked off now. And this is like a little park that has benches and fountains and flowers and things like that. There's another part of town on the other side of Main Street. This is actually Main Street right here, where it has some more of the shopping and beer gardens and that sort of thing. So this is just one part of Main Street that I know has changed, because all this is not there. And if I can get a Google Earth view of it, I'll put it here on the screen, kind of let you look at it now and what it looks like now. The last package comes to me from Reading, Pennsylvania. Now, I don't remember ordering anything like this. Whatever is in here is very, very well cushioned, let's say. I don't know what this is. If it's something I don't want y'all to see, the segment will end right here. If this video continues, it's something I don't mind you looking at. Well, whatever this is well packaged. And there's another envelope. Maybe this is a joke of some sort. It's not. Yeah, they really package this well. Whatever this is, honestly, I don't even remember ordering anything that would need this type of protection, but they did a very good job of protecting postcards. Wow. That was probably the best protected postcard shipment I've ever gotten, I think. Let's see if I can get them out of this little baggie here. Let's just do this. Let's just cut this open. And I said I'm cut it open. Wow. Okay. All right. Holiday Inn, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Louis' Place of Dining. Been to Gatlinburg once before, about 14 years ago. Great time there. Now this may be one of those lots I got. This is Gatlinburg. The Skylift, I think is what it's called, that goes up here to the mountain. Now, the fire that happened here about 4 or 5 years ago, this mountain got devastated, and it's coming back from what I've seen in videos and pictures and stuff. But actually now, the top part here of the Skylift, the top station, before wasn't much to it. That company redid the whole Skylift, the whole top station. Now, actually, we're here in this ravine is one of those glass floor bridges. It goes across and it has a couple of touristy things up there. The old Space Needle. This was built probably in the 60s or 70s. I can't remember. 342 feet tall. I know the bottom has like what's it called? Arcade. Has some arcade games and stuff. Did that too. That was, if you go to Gatlinburg for the first time, you got to go to the Space Needle. Cost you, I don't even know how much it costs anymore. Ride the elevator up, go up there, look around, spend your time up there, enjoy the scenes. It's kind of one of those touristy things that will never get old. And then there's Dollywood, another area attraction of Gatlinburg. There's actually in Pigeon Forge, just over the mountain. Love Dollywood. It's probably one of my favorite theme parks to go to, next to Universal Studios in Florida. Dollywood's pretty cool. It's expanded a lot since we were there. Expanded 2 or 3, 4 times now, so we're going to have to get back up that way here soon. And then here's another Gatlinburg postcard. It looks like it's a hotel just kind of sticking out of the mountainside there. That is the Park Vista Hotel. Elevation of 6,593 feet. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure if that got hurt in the fires or not. If it did, I'll put it here at the bottom. If it didn't, I'll put it here at the bottom. I'm not sure. It may be even a different name. If it's the one I'm thinking it is, it's a Sheraton hotel now, or was a Sheraton. I may be wrong, but I'll put the current state of it here at the bottom of the screen. And continuing with the Gatlinburg theme is the Ober Gatlinburg. Recently, they just changed the name. I think they got new owners, and I can't remember what it's called now. Anyways, it's a really cool cable car ride that takes you up to the top of the mountain. See lots of homes and log cabins and wildlife and trees and flowers and stuff. You go by the Dunkin' Donuts house, the original owner Dunkin' Donuts, his house. And up to the top is like a ski mountain, has a bobsled little ride thing, goes down the mountain, a couple other rides and ice skating and shopping and things like that. And here, this is the bottom station of the Ober Gatlinburg there in Tennessee, in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. 2.25 miles trip. 10 minutes. Interesting. And here's another view of it. And this, I think why I got some of these cards is you can see the difference in the gondolas. And I'm sure that is the difference in age. No, I don't know the difference in them, so we're just gonna go with it. And like this one says the car travels 2.1 miles. It's kind of interesting, the difference in lengths. And another Dollywood postcard. I don't remember getting this one. It's just kind of Dolly Parton, hammering on a sign. Like I said, I think this is probably one of those lots of cards I got for relatively inexpensive, because here's 2 of the same postcards. Gatlinburg trolley. I'm pretty sure there was a trolley going around when we were there. Like I said, this was 14 years ago, so my memory's not the greatest. I'm sure it's still around me. It'd be a good way for people to see the town and don't have to worry about walking so much and, kind of touristy sightseeing type thing. So this Mailbag Monday video turned out kind of interesting. Some places that we've been to recently, really recently, a while back, and, current states. Just interesting. I got 2 lots in this Mailbag Monday. I wasn't really planning on that. Wanted to see what was in that pink envelope. Like I said, I didn't remember ordering this stuff, but some of the stuff is from a while back, a month ago, 2 months ago. Some of the stuff's a couple months ago. Mailbag Mondays I'm still doing every other week. I don't have a whole lot coming in. I don't have a whole lot in my pile anymore. After Christmas and everything, just getting money back up in the pocket, and got a lot planned for this year. Some traveling, not really far traveling, but still gas is not cheap, and accommodations is not cheap, and just kind of watching my pennies this year. So if I miss a week or 2, or maybe even a month of Mailbag Mondays, that's what's going on. Either I don't have any postcards, or I'm out of pocket, out on the road somewhere, that sort of thing. So anyways, I'll quit babbling. Just some interesting postcards here, just from places we've been to, some places we've never been to, some places I'd never even heard of. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.